Wow. Here we go. Shit. Hi. Let me get a drink of water. I'll be with you all in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Okay. What's up, everybody? I'm your host. I'm Katie. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the very first ever Sister Polygon stay-at-home variety show. Oh, it's backwards. If you want to read our sign, you can take a photo, hopefully, and just reverse it. That's not going to work either. I'll read it to you. How's that? Sister Polygon stay-at-home variety show. We're here in our homes. Despite what the president may be telling you, it's really not safe to go outside. It's not safe for you. It's not safe for your friends or your family. It's not safe for strangers. It's important to stay home right now. A lot of us have known that for the last 2 weeks, but in the coming weeks, it's going to become more important than ever. Some of you may also be aware that yesterday there were 82,000 reported cases of, no dad, this isn't moonshine, this is water. There were 82,000 reported cases of coronavirus in our country, and I believe that number's already jumped to 105,000, and that number is going to skyrocket in the coming days. So it's important for all of us to stay home and to try to stop the rapid fire spread of this virus, flatten the curve, if you will. So we're going to do some programming here for you all on the Sister Polygon channel. We've got a great show for you coming up. My first guests are Daniele, who you may know from Sister Polygon Records, and Jhon. They just moved to New York City. They're going to be teaching us a little bit about cooking in quarantine. You're going to notice throughout the broadcast, I've got all of our performers' Venmo handles, at least one person's listed. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, I encourage you to, give them a couple bucks for their time and for their performance. You maybe can also read at the bottom this sign, which will permanently be here. Maybe you can't read it because apparently it's backwards. It says, enjoying the show? Let us know. With money. If you PayPal sisterpolygon@gmail.com right now during this broadcast or any time within this broadcast, we'll be splitting it equally amongst everybody who is performing here with us in this 2-hour block. It's going to be great. Here's Daniele. I see her now. Talk to me. Hey, everybody waving. I'm so glad you're waving.
I had to make sure the shot was okay before we hopped in it. Okay.
Hey,
Hi.
guys.
Hi.
So what are we doing here?
We're cooking because it's the hot new thing when you can't leave the house. And I'm going to teach y'all kind of like a classic, basic breakfast dish that I make a lot, somewhat controversial. SPR artist Terry Soul can attest to. Some people do not like a savory oatmeal, which is what we're making.
Whoa, controversial savory oatmeal.
Not sweet oatmeal, not creamy oatmeal, savory oatmeal. So this is my cooking companion, Jhon.
Hi.
He's also my roommate and partner. We just moved into this apartment.
Yeah, perfect time.
So it's pretty crazy. So we're going to make it. I'm going to handle the base and show you how I do that, which is kind of the only part that you should probably stick to the instructions. But you can top it with whatever you like. Jhon has chosen
Kale. Oh, and
this
Betty
is great
sausage.
because I know, at least for me, I wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together that oatmeal could actually be this neutral base for a meal any time of day. They also have a low glycemic level, right? So that it's not like a
Keep your blood
spike in
sugar
blood
steady.
sugar.
type 1
It keeps you
diabetic.
feeling full longer, right?
Yeah, well, it keeps it full longer. And what happens is with things with a low glycemic index, release sugars and break down at an even pace, so you don't have spikes in your blood sugar, essentially, or drops.
Yeah.
Which is really handy. And it gives you good energy throughout the day that slowly releases. So it's a really good way to start your day. Okay, so Jhon's going to do the kale. We have the field roast chipotle sausage.
Yeah.
And we have eggs. We're going to do eggs cooked in butter on ours. That's the only thing that's not vegan. If you don't want to cook another thing, you could just top with fresh arugula instead of cooked kale. There's a million options for what to put on the base. Just savory, yummy things.
If you're just joining us, we're cooking savory oatmeal, dinner oatmeal with Jhon and Danielle.
I mean, I usually eat it for breakfast, but you should always be drinking red wine when you cook, unless you don't drink. But I do. Yeah, although this is a breakfast dish.
Jar of water.
It's a great dinner dish, too.
Great dinner dish, too. We're going to do the oats first. I'm using Bob's Red Meal old-fashioned rolled oats. Highly recommend Bob's Red Meal because it is worker-owned. One of the few food companies that's not shitty. Just 1 part to 2 parts. So 1 part oats, and I'll add 2 parts water. And we're going to bring this to boil.
Maybe you never thought that oatmeal could be a lunch or dinner food, but oats with a low glycemic index base are great for any meal, depending on what you want to add in there.
Now, what makes it savory oatmeal is, for ours, what I like to do to season it is I take miso paste. And I'm making a whole...
I love this idea.
Oh, wait, should I make 2 cups of both?
Miso paste is such a killer ingredient.
Okay, I usually make only 1 cup, but since we're making it for 2, we're going to do 2 cups. It makes a lot of oatmeal, though, so just be careful. Okay, so miso paste. I like to add a generous amount because this is where the salty flavor that's going to make it savory comes from, and I like really salty things. I don't have problems with my blood pressure or anything, so I can eat a lot of salt. So if you can see, that's like how much for 2 cups of oats and 4 cups of water. I'll probably add about that much. You could add more or less to your taste. I might actually add a little more.
Miso is great to add to your diet right now, too, because it's a fermented food, and it's a good way to keep your digestive tract working in these times.
Yeah, fermented foods are great. And what people don't realize, too, is especially with fermented salty things like soy sauce, true soy sauce, like shoyu, or miso paste, is even though it's going to taste really salty, which means delicious, it actually isn't adding as much sodium content as if you added table salt. So for someone who's salt sensitive, you might get more bang for your buck using soy sauce or miso.
Cool to know.
So I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then once it's up to a boil, I'm going to let it simmer, and then John's going to take over and do the kale.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bring on the kale.
Okay, while that's heating up, I'll just get the kale started. I like using some olive oil to start.
Nice.
Put a nice puppy dollop in there. I don't know, that's probably like 2 tablespoons.
My roommate's gotten me really into this thing where he really likes to eat a leaf of kale when he first gets up in the morning, just as first thing to go into his system. And it really makes you feel, some nice energy to start the day.
Hey, nice. So, yeah.
Do you guys like to saute the kale or something first before you're putting it in the savory oats?
Yeah. You can do raw kale if you want to go that route, but yeah. I like to.
I guess whatever you're feeling.
I already chopped a bunch of red onion and garlic. Ooh. Like, 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. Like that.
Garlic. Yeah. Wow. I love this, you guys. I'm definitely making this for dinner.
Do you want the thing?
Lori says, how do you turn comments off? I'm not sure, sweetie. I think they just stay on. I mean, I like reading comments from all you guys. We probably can't answer all of them, but I do agree.
Okay.
Curtis above you saying greens are great for breakfast.
If you
yes.
see any comments, will you read them to me? Because I can't read the comments because my phone is mounted on a broomstick in the other room on top of a chair on top of a receiver.
Well, Lori says it's blocking the meat, and Lila says this is all we're eating now, huh? And I say yes to both of those things.
Thank you, Lila. Thank you.
Is John You guys, stick to the heart button. Just send us some heart buttons. Tell us how much you enjoy it.
I'm going to spice up my base for my kale. I got some nice turmeric here.
Hey, geez, Darius needs his own show. I do need my own show. I hope you're referring to me. I want to talk about John's shirt. Yes, I see a heart button. Thank you. John, got some fans of your shirt.
Nice. For those of you who don't know, I wear a shirt like this every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Where do you get all the different varieties?
Oh God, all kinds of places. Mostly the internet, but mostly eBay.
We got some requests for y'all putting some whiskey in your oatmeal. I don't think that's part of this recipe, but I'm sure at home, if that's what you want to do, you totally can.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay, so we just let the garlic and the red onion get a little bit soft. We spiced it up with some cumin and some turmeric. And Jhon is now going to add a shit ton of kale.
Sure.
And go liberal because it cooks down.
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna just fill this thing up with kale.
Oh, should I add the veggie sausage?
Oh yeah.
Veggie sausage doesn't have to be cooked like real sausage. The cool thing is you're going to throw it in with whatever you're cooking because all I have to do is warm up. Maybe if you want texture to the outside. So I'm going to throw ours in with the kale and cook them together. All right.
Mixing everything together.
I don't know if you guys can see me. I should not step off the screen. Okay, still bringing this guy to a boil.
I'm gonna cover up the kale here. Let the steam do its magic.
Okay. So we can prepare the bowls that they're gonna go in.
Oh yeah.
This is our new apartment. This is our kitchen. It probably looks like our kitchen is really big because the camera's really far away. It's actually quite narrow. This is like the whole width of it.
Are doing such a great job. We're gonna have to cut to our next segment in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's make sure that we get all the essentials so everybody knows at home.
I'm going to wait till this is boiling, and then I'm going to, or till it looks like most of the water is absorbed, bring it down to a simmer or turn it off, let it cool. I put oatmeal in both of these bowls. We top it with kale. Then we fry up 2 eggs each. Top that on top. Usually cover it in sriracha. And we leave it.
Ooh, I love that idea.
And we leave the yolks runny.
Yeah.
And then you have a delicious meal.
What other things do you guys throw in oatmeal? You guys are really going wild with this. I love it.
I do arugula and avocados a lot. If I don't feel like cooking a lot, you can just throw in a hard-boiled egg. So I often just use arugula because I don't want to cook the greens extra.
I love this so much.
Any veggie protein you like as well.
I love this so much. Thank you guys so much for cooking for us. Everybody at home, give Danielle and Jhon a round of applause. And, you know, if you got something out of this recipe, you can send a few bucks over to Danielle with 1L on Venmo. I'm sure she'll share it with Jhon.
I will.
And as I will continue to advertise throughout the broadcast, I think this very effective sign says it all. It might be backwards, but if you're enjoying the show, you can let us know with money. You can send some cash through PayPal to sisterpolygon@gmail.com, and all of our tips will be split equally amongst performers at the show. All right, talk to you soon.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Oh, I have to go log out. Sorry.